Good morning, everyone. Today's my topic is professional tennis. I know many of you are interested in professional basketball like NBA or professional basketball like MLB. However, professional tennis is another popular sport in the world, especially in Western countries. And this is my outline. My speech will divide it into three parts. The first part is Grand Slam, and the second part is Big Four, and the third part I will introduce three Asian players. In today's speech, I want to inform you how amazing the professional tennis is. And let's go on the first part. I want to introduce a brief introduction of Grand Slam. In January is Australia Open, and May is French Open, June is Wimbledon, and the last one is August is US Open. And every top players will take part in these 4 Grand Slams, and every Grand Slam will take 2 weeks for players to compete each other. And it is a big challenge. It is not only a big challenge for players' physical strength, but also the competition for their minds. And the first Grand Slam is Australia Open. And the most special is that its summer is in January in Australia, so the weather is very hot. Some players will have heat stroke during the game, and sometimes they will give up the game. And the next one is French Open, and it is held in Roland Garros, Roland Garros. And the most interesting is that its court is made by clay, and which means that when the ball bounces, and it won't be very fast, so the players can have more time to move to the right place to catch the ball. And the next one is Wimbledon. Wimbledon is the oldest Grand Slam in the world, and many famous people will go there to watch the game, such as David Beckham, Prince William, and Bradley Cooper. And because of its traditional, every player have to wear white clothes to attend this competition. And you can see the court is made by grace, which means that when the ball bounces, it will be very fast. So some players will might skip during the game. And the last one is US Open, and it is held in New York, and it is the last Grand Slam during a year. And the second part, I want to introduce the Big Four. And Big Four means Novak Djokovic, Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Andy Murray. And the first one is Novak Djokovic. He's also my favorite player, and he has been number 1 for 3 years. And the most impressive is that he won 3 Grand Slams during a year, including Australia Open, Wimbledon, and US Open. That was an amazing accomplishment. And the next one is Roger Federer. He had been a king of tennis from 2004 to 2010. And I know many of you may hear of him because there are many fans around the world of him, including my father and many of my friends. And every tennis player respecting very much. And the third one is Rafael Nadal. And he is the king of clay. And he won 5 times French Open, and nobody can beat him in French Open. And the last one is Andy Murray. And he is also the hope of England. And he was a friend of Novak Djokovic. They grew up together and played tennis together for 5 years. And although he has not been a #1 before, but he really has potential to be the best player in the future. And the last part, I want to introduce 3 Asian famous players. The first one is Randy Lu Yanxun, and the next one is Nishikori Ding Zhigui, and the last one is Li Na. And the first, Randy Lu Yanxun, and he is the proud of Taiwan, and he is also the only one Taiwanese players who reaches Wimbledon 6 quarter-final in 2010. And at that time, many Taiwanese was surprised about this result and started to follow the professional tennis. And the second one is Nishikori and Jin Zhigui. He is now the best male tennis player in Asia, and he is really great, and he wins over many top players in a Grand Slam to get into semifinals or finals. And many people are looking forward to his future performance. And the last one is Li Na. She is the greatest female Chinese tennis player, and she wins many times Grand Slam. But she is pregnant now, so she has the time to rest. And it's time to make a conclusion. My conclusion is that tennis is more and more popular, not only in Western countries, but also in Taiwan. So apart from following basketball and baseball, tennis is another sport needed us to focus on. So thank